Costco free samples. We love them, but I've always wondered, do people actually buy this stuff after they sample them? I have been investigating, and I'm going to tell you everything I've learned about Costco's sample game, from the psychology, the sense, the best days of the week to get samples, and the business model. Are they actually making money on this? The economics will blow your mind. Plus, I've always wondered, when you walk away, do the people actually care, the vendors, if you buy the stuff, the people who are giving you the samples? You're always like, hey, I'm just gonna taste this and I'll be right back, like that. You have no intention of coming back? Do they care? We got the answer to that too. Everything you need to know. Let's do it. First, let's talk about the money, because this is big business. And for Costco, it's huge. It's win-win-win. Costco spends basically no money on the free samples. It's the vendors, it's the makers of the products that actually pay Costco just for the ability to set up shop and give you free samples. In fact, Costco charges $35 per station per store. And according to my research, there are about an average of 10 free sample stations per Costco. So Costco makes $210,000 a day just from the fees to open the free sample stations. They don't have to sell a thing. Costco is printing money just on that. Then, of course, Costco also makes money when you buy the free samples. More on that in a moment. In fact, Costco is making so much money on the free samples, it's estimated up to $46 billion a year. That's 17% of their revenue, just for free samples. And Costco has virtually no overhead. The people handing out the samples don't work for Costco. They're not employees. In fact, they work for this separate company called CDS. It stands for Club Demonstration Services. They handle all the free sample operations for Costco. They employ 10,000 samplers that are deployed to Costco's across the country and around the world every single day. And you gotta wonder, I actually asked one of them, how many samples do you give out? Turns out, per station, per day, up to 1,000 samples. It's a lot of samples. So my big question has always been, when you try the cooked sticky white rice, which by the way, I did try this at a Costco a few weeks ago, do people actually buy this stuff? I rarely do. Do you? But yeah, people do. Big. Here's actual proof that it works, and this is insane. I have some numbers for you. I got the receipts. So this right here, this is the Crazy Cuisine General Tso's chicken. I was literally in this Costco 1 week ago, 7 days ago, and they were sampling this. And I've crunched the numbers. It costs each manufacturer, in this case Crazy Cuisine, around $350 to have the sample station. That's between paying Costco, paying the fees to the vendors, the cost for the utensils, the product, everything, $350. Costco has 600 stores. So you do that math, it costs them around $210,000 that day to have the free samples. Let me tell you something. It's 1 week later. There is only one of these left on the shelf, and that actually bears out with the numbers. Listen to this. On sample day, they typically get a 40% lift on sales. That's just on the day they're doing the samples. But the real money is made in the next 6 weeks. There's a halo, they call it the lift. Over 6 weeks, they make another 15% increase in sales from sample day. At the end of those 6 weeks, the numbers are mind-boggling. They make 134% profit, okay? So on the $210,000 they spent on sample day, 6 weeks later, they bring home around $500,000, $500,000, just for giving samples, just for this one product. I've always wondered, do they care if you take multiple samples and don't buy anything? And I've always wondered that because it's something I always do. The official policy is you can have as many samples as you want, but I always feel like I'm being judged by them. But hold on, we're gonna try this out. I'm gonna go up and see if, I'm just gonna grab one. Hold on, keep rolling. Thank you. Okay, I got my sample. Now, I'm literally gonna wait like, this is delicious. It's Tostitos and salsa today. I'm just gonna wait like 15 seconds and go back and see if he even recognizes me. A couple of the vendors told us, we don't even look at faces. Don't feel bad about it. You don't have to go into a whole rigmarole. They don't even check faces. He actually talked to me. Let's see if he recognized me when I go back. All right. Grab one of these.
Yeah, go for it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Now, here's the reason they don't care. I don't want to litter, and I also want to eat my Tostitos. They're not sponsoring this video, by the way, although, call me. I love Tostitos and salsa. They used to get incentivized. They told us they used to be incentivized. They cared if you bought stuff because they got extra money if you did. Now they've done away with that. They're just hourly employees, so they told us, have as many as you want. No explanation needed if you don't buy it. They don't really care. Notice this station right over here. There are a lot of people around it. Why? Because it's the hot stuff. Why does that make a difference? Because it turns out there's psychology at play here. Your smell is your strongest buying sense. When you smell something pleasant, it actually makes you hungry. And what happens when you're hungry? You want to buy where that smell is coming from. So everyone is gathered around there right now, okay? And right behind it, this is what they're selling. They're sampling this and they're selling it right here, and people are buying these. I've watched people just keep sampling and they keep grabbing stuff out to buy. It works. I just noticed, ma'am, that you just bought these, right?
Yes, I did.
And I noticed you sampling these about a minute earlier.
I sure did.
Would you have bought these if you hadn't sampled them?
No, I would not have bought them.
So what made you buy it?
Because I taste the sample and I like the ingredients in it, and being Italian, this is basically what I eat myself, that I would cook.
So you're the reason they do the samples. It works.
Yes, absolutely.
You're awesome. Thank you.
My protein bars.
You got the protein bars, you got this, I love it. Thank you very much. Reciprocity guilt. This is a psychological phenomenon that when you get something for free, your brain is triggered to process it like a favor. And you want to reciprocate. You want to do them a favor back. In this case, buying the product. Yes, I've told you, the workers here, they don't really care whether you buy it or not, but your brain doesn't process it that way. Social proof in real time. When you see a group of people gathered around the free sample station, what do you think to yourself? They know something I don't know, and then you go there too, and there are even bigger crowds leading to even more sales. Decision fatigue relief. You know, Costco is humongous. It's so easy to get overwhelmed in here, and you're walking around, so many decisions to make. This narrows it down for you. It's a decision being made for you after an hour of wandering around. So what do? You get in there, and it's something easy to buy. So which samples do well and which samples don't do so well? There is a difference. So I literally just got these. These are oats, and this is almond milk. Healthy stuff, the vendors tell us, do not do that well. But guess what does do well? Come on over. The dark chocolate truffles, the chips. Obviously, the stuff that's bad for us, we want to taste. The stuff that's good for us, we don't. Now, I also promised you the best days of the week to get the best samples. I'm going to do better than that. I'm going to give you the days of the week and the best times to come. Fridays and Saturdays, you can have 10 to 15 stations, up to 20 stations per store. That's prime time. Everyone's off of work. That's when everyone's shopping. Best times to come if you want max samples, around lunchtime and just before dinner time. If you enjoyed this video, check out this one. Costco versus Sam's Club. Who's really cheapest? We got a winner. Check it out. See you next time.